This is Blunt Talk, your source for good inspirational news only. With your host, Gino Arcaro.
Be more or be less? It's your biggest decision today. In his book, Soul of a Lifter, Gino inspires you to make the right decision. Compete on the only stage that really matters, real life. Purchase Soul of a Lifter today at Amazon.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Blunt Talk Podcast. We're broadcasting today from the third floor of my gym, X Fitness, Welland, Ontario, Canada. X Fitness is committed to lift in mind, body, and soul, and to the celebration of good, inspirational news only. Today's podcast is a blast. A shorter 5-minute version, a motivational speech, top 1,000 workout song of the day, and no guest. Here's real life lesson number 7,244 that I've taught football players for 40 years and college law enforcement students for 2 decades. They won't love you until you have to fight for them. Leadership is not defined by the title of boss. Leadership is defined by the role of serving and protecting. I learned in every leadership position I've held that you will not always be loved. If you seek to be loved as a leader, you'll end up as an approval junkie, making decisions based on approval ratings and counting likes on social media. Coaching football taught me that you won't be loved as an athletic leader when you push athletes to a higher level of training necessary to survive in high-risk sports. College teaching and program coordinating taught me that you won't be loved as an academic leader when you push students to achieve higher levels of success intellectually and physically in order to survive in high-risk jobs. Frontline policing between 1975 and 1990 taught me you will not be loved as a public safety leader while you're perceived as a threat to catch people doing wrong. I've been called pig, had death threats made to myself, death threats made to my family. I've had weapons pulled on me by those resisting arrest. I've had to fight with people who were resisting arrest. If I had been looking for love as a leader, if I had been looking for love as any kind of leader, I would not have made the cut. I would have been cut up, shredded up, and eaten alive. But things change when people need you to fight their battles. When they need you to fight for them, they will love you by calling you to fight for them. The key element to any relationship involving leadership is this: serve and protect regardless if they love you or not. Lift souls even if they don't lift you. Love them even if they don't love you back. The greatest expression of love is serving and protecting, whether you are loved or even liked. This is an excerpt from my new book called #Leo, a book that I wrote about my journey to figure out how to fully love thy neighbor. Top 1,000 workout song of the day, The Way, by Zach Hemsey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a masterpiece. Released in 2011, year 42 of my 48-year workout streak. I don't live in the past, but I visit the past every single workout because it connects me to my youth. If you want to stay young, stay connected to your younger self. I'm blessed to have coached lifting teams for 42 years, football teams, and now women's lifting teams. Every single workout has been a spiritual experience where souls are lifted together for the singular purpose of building strength in mind, body, and soul. Lifting together is the strongest expression of love for your team. There is no workplace hell during a workout because conflict and lifting cannot coexist in the same place at the same time. The Way, $1.29 on iTunes, guaranteed to lift. Blunt Talk Podcast reached its 79th country 2 days ago. Thank you to our worldwide audience. Much love, blessings, and all good things. Peace.
Tune in tomorrow for another 5-minute podcast blast and more excerpts from Soul of a Lifter by Gino Arcaro.